Alright, here we are for a run and driving video of our one owner 71 F250. Got all the lights going. Got the four-way flashers going. That's about as quick as they made them back in 71. Got the headlights going. Got it nice and warmed up. Got the tail lights going. Four-way flashers. Looks like I got to replace a bulb over on the other side, but I'll make sure that's replaced. Just a little 194. I'll get that working. But it's cool to see. I mean, even in the wheel wells, you know, it's original paint, undercoating. I'll get belted in here, turn off the four ways. Alrighty. You can see the ashtray was changed a different color. The heater works real good. You hear that kick on. Got your wipers. That's about the high speed there. So that's the one chip in there, a little star that can get fixed, but it is the original window, which is cool to see. Got the original decal. I'll turn down the heat a little bit. Alright, so e-brake works good. You can see it's in gear. Go ahead and pop the e-brake off, and we're rolling. So I'll get on the highway. It's a really quiet drive. It's not like an old truck where you get the exhaust smell when you get out on your clothes, or it's running rich and you get that rich carbureted smell on your clothes that everyone hates. You don't get that in this truck. I mean, this thing is a really well sorted truck. It's got 122,000 original miles. I mean, one owner. So you know when someone kept a truck for 40 plus years like that, even if someone usually keeps something over 10 years, you know they loved it for keeping that long. But to keep it that long, up until the point where you couldn't drive anymore, is just really amazing. I mean, he really loved his old Ford. You can see just, I mean, it's as tight as can be, going around the roundabout, going the corners, hitting the bumps, no rattles. I mean, it's solid as can be. I mean, especially for a 71 twin I-beam, this is as smooth as it can go. You are going to get a little bit of wind noise. I mean, these things have the aerodynamics of a brick, so you could put some new seals in the door just to make life maybe a little quieter, but it's not too far off from about as best as it can get. Hopefully we're going to be able to get some good speeds up here. I mean, traffic is definitely thick right now. One thing inside that's, you know, the light still stays on even if your e-brake is pulled up. So it's just kind of one of those things. It's an easy switch to replace. But you can get them from all different types of companies. But to me, that's just kind of what, you know, I kind of mock up the old truck stuff. You get little things like that just kind of say they're done with it after 40 plus years. But just a really smooth, nice shift, up shift into second, and there's third. I mean, just nice, quick, stiff shifts when you're on the gas. But when you're cruising around town, it's just nice, soft stuff, you know. Power steering, power disc brakes. I mean, this is as good as it gets, you know, for the 70s. I mean, creeping up here. I mean, you can see I got on the brakes pretty good there. It didn't pull the steering wheel. It doesn't pull the left, doesn't shake, doesn't shimmy. It's got a really nice, firm pedal. It's just an easy, really fun truck to drive with this bright turquoise paint. It's just got that right 70s look to it. It gets a lot of compliments and a lot of looks. I'll go ahead and slow down here. You can see the temp gauge comes up. Fuel gauge works. Speedometer works. Gauges are real clear. Odometer works. You know, all the gauges work. It's really nice to get in a truck and, you know, you might get something like that e-brake light that stays on, but everything works though, so it's kind of nice. Go ahead and turn on the right signal. You can see the little arrow. I'll click on the left one so you can see that arrow. But you know, got a little aging in your rearview mirror. But it's just cool to see. I mean, everything this truck came with from the factory when it was built in 71 still comes with it. Even the little dented fender on the driver's side that comes with the truck that, you know, in my opinion, kind of shows what a perfectionist the owner was. Because the fender's not that bad, and he wanted the whole fender replaced, and the grill's not that bad, but, you know, being the grill aluminum, you can't really replace that or fix that within budget. So we're gonna go down a really crappy road, just a small kind of like city road. backcountry style road, so you can see, you know, how smooth it goes. And you can see the bumps. There's really nice paint reflection on the hood. You can see the bumps I'm hitting. Just soaks them up. It's just a nice solid sound. You know, that heater is unreal in this thing. I mean, it's just cranking. It's warmer than heck. You can see the linkage on the shifter's nice and stiff. It's not going to pop out or flop around. Come to another stop here. And that wasn't all the way to the floor, but stopped nice and quick. The 360 motor is kind of one of those ones that just will never die. It's just always there, dependable. But, you know, it's a stock 2-barrel stock exhaust, so which to me, that's why I like it. This isn't going to be a hot rod truck. But it's not going to have a ton of power, but it does everything you're going to need. It's a motor that was in production in these trucks for decades, so it's definitely a good one. You can just see how it goes around these S-curves, these tight little turns. You know, we come into them, we brake. You can see it's just nice and smooth. No binding, no tie rod issues, no sloppy front end. I mean, you can see I'm not fishing down the steering wheel. There's no play in the steering. It's just everything you jump in a 71, or especially original truck. The original trucks just drive different than restored ones, but it's everything that you jump into a 71 original truck and you hope it to be and expect it to be. There's no mysteries. There's no questions on this truck. It's just phenomenal. But I hope it goes to a new home, or a good home, and it's going to be going to no reserve, so it will be going to one. All right, good luck.